Reading from Bhavanasara Sangraha, page 6. The parrot Daksha, an expert in narrating Krishna's pastimes and the teacher of countless other parrots, entered the flower grove. Spreading his wings in bliss, he said, "Look, Krishna, the sun has risen." The Chakravaki glances toward the reddish eastern sky and then eagerly toward her distant husband. These birds separate at night and reunite at sunrise. In fear of the crows, the owls silently enter the hollows of trees. Please immediately give up your sleep. O ocean of good qualities, beloved of Radha, O sun that makes the lotuses of Raj bloom, O jeweled mountain peak of artistic genius, all glory to you. O master, why are you contemplating as you lie in the kunja, even though the night has ended? Though you know it's time for your family to rise, why do you prefer to sleep in the grove? The peacocks, aware of the time, have awoken and are now piteously crying, "Caw-caw, caw-caw," in separation from their mates. They have come just to wake you up. Would any intelligent person neglect the prescribed time for his duties? The female parrot named Chukshmati, keen intelligence, wore on her neck like a string of pearls all the knowledge about Seva and that she learned from Vrinda Devi. She felt intoxicated from drinking the liquor of praying. She spoke in order to awaken Radha. Shukshmati said, "O Saki, give up your lethargy. Get up and awaken your lover as well. Immediately leave the grove and return home. Do not create an opportunity for the townspeople to defame you. The wise act when the time is right. O moon-faced maiden, all fear has fled from your heart now that you lie in the embrace of Rajendra Nandana. Why do you carelessly remain sound asleep even at the end of night? At least you can move to another place in the kunja, which resounds with swarms of madam bees. Are you not even thinking about what your elders might level against you if they catch you here? O Sudati, girl with sparkling white teeth, a swarm of bees, drunk from sporting in the laps of white water lilies, move restlessly toward a cluster of blooming lotuses to engage in a love tryst. Because of the time of day, the bees have lost interest in the lilies and have become enchanted by the lotus flowers. The stars have vanished from the sky, your necklaces have fallen from your body, and the white flowers have dropped from the Sepalika tree. Even though all three have lost their ornaments, only you maintain your most radiant and exquisite beauty. As the pearls from your broken necklace have dropped on the ground, the stars have disappeared from the sky, and now only a few remain. Just see Anuruddhati, the morning star personified as the symbol of chastity and the wife of Vashishta. One of the 7 sages, alarmed at seeing you still sleeping on Sham's chest, hides her face with the constellation of the Sapta Rishis. Radha gave up her sleep upon hearing the sweet, charming words of the parrots. Shortly later, Krishna also awakened, satisfied with his happy repose. The pleasure fatigue. Radha and Madhava opened their eyes simultaneously and glanced playfully at each other. However, the impulse of desire disrupted their mutual vision and made them very unhappy. The divine couple's ankle bells, bangles, and other ornaments chimed sweetly, and their limbs shone with attraction. Their faces, surrounded by scattered locks of hair, were illuminated by the splendor of their necklaces and earrings. Radha and Madhava sat up upon the bed with their eyes still closed. They moved their hands about to find their clothing, which had fallen off during the previous night's love sports. It seemed as if Brahma had collected all the beauty and opulence of the 3 worlds in the bodies of the 2 lovers. Radha and Madhava, with their languid limbs, disheveled hair, and rolling tired eyes, had to lean against each other's shoulders to keep from falling over. Radha interlocked her fingers, closed her eyes, and raised her delicate arms above her head while yawning. Radha showed some distress upon noticing the nail marks on her breasts. Radha, fearing that Krishna would scratch her again, blocked his eager hand, saying, "No, no, Alankara Kastuba." Radha held the corner of her fine cloth in her right hand and covered her lotus face, which was bathed in the light of her beautiful teeth. Yawning again while raising her shoulders slightly, Radha hummed a sweet melody while snapping the fingers of her left hand and jingling her bracelets. Radha rubbed her body and restlessly moved her shapely hips. Joining her hands, Radha raised them above her head. In this way, Radhika's lovely face shone like the moon enclosed in a halo. Sri Krishna stretched a little before sitting up in bed. Seeing Radha listless from fatigue, Krishna lifted her on his lap. He gazed upon her sweet beauty with great longing while Radhika pretended to sleep. Achyuta smiled softly while drinking the nectar of Radha's beautiful face, blooming like a morning lotus. Radhika's eyes moved restlessly like a pair of Kanjana birds, wagtails. The curly black hair surrounding her forehead looked like a swarm of bees. Mukunda's heart filled with joy upon seeing Radha's brilliant, pearly white teeth as she yawned. Radha stretched her body by clasping her fingers together and raising her lotus stem arms above her head. Radha and Krishna both stretched their limbs to ward off the lethargy of sleep. As they yawned, the splendor of their teeth made it appear that each was offering a jeweled lamp and artik to the other. Radha Madhava relished each other's sweetness with the tongues of their sleepy sidelong glances. Radha Krishna's sweet fatigue. Rajendu Krishna felt immense joy beholding his beloved Radha resting on his lap in the gentle light of dawn. Radha, feigning soft weeping, smiled slightly. Radha's braid was loose, her garlands crushed, and her jewel necklaces were broken. Radhika was externally exhausted, but internally elated. She repeatedly opened her tired rolling eyes to eagerly gaze upon her lover. Sri Radha, languid from intense amorous pastimes, offered the golden lotus of her body to Krishna, whose body resembled a dark blue tamal tree. If a streak of lightning could permanently rest on a dark rain cloud, it could be compared to Radha lying in the arms of Shyam. Sri Hari's handsome face, framed by fickle locks of hair and fragrant as a lotus flower, was beautiful, with Makara earrings, a gentle smile, and indolent with pleasure. Lotus-eyed Radha became eager to enjoy again upon admiring Shyam's limbs, decorated with bite marks and smudges of kajal. Radha's soft smile and her eyes lowered out of shyness, igniting Shyam's desire for amorous affairs. Krishna slowly lifted Radha's lowered head with his left hand. Raising Radha's chin with his right hand, Krishna bent his neck and kissed the smiling cheeks of Radhika's lovely lotus face. Radha submerged in an ocean of happiness from the touch of her lover's lips. Yet, with her eyes half closed and her delicate hands trembling, Radha softly uttered, "No, no." Radha's contrary mood delighted the onlooking Sakis. Today, the incomparable beauty and sweetness of my youth, unrivaled in the three worlds, have attained perfection because they have been blissfully enjoyed by my beloved. When Radhika thought like this, Krishna consumed all the nectar of her extraordinary sweetness with his eyes. Radha flushed with boundless joy. She then made Krishna's lotus face the playground of her enchanting sidelong glances. Jai Radhe Shyam. Hare Krishna.